Good morning. This is Eugene Taylor with Conyers Hope Mentoring, and we're finishing up our last principle of our adult characteristics of adult learning. Hopefully, you have a worksheet, one of our corresponding worksheets, and we're at section number 6. Section number 6 says adult learning encourages collaboration. Adult learners thrive in collaborative relationships with their educators. When learners are considered by their instructors as colleagues, they become more productive. When their contributions are acknowledged, then they are willing to put out their best work. Now, this is our last principle, and I want you to hear this principle clearly. You do understand that all of these principles were developed by Dr. Malcolm Knowles back in 1980. And this last principle is very important for us to understand if we're going to have success as learning facilitators for adults. Adult learners are adults, and we cannot lose sight of that. They are adults. And when you're teaching adults, adults appreciate it being viewed as colleagues. Not just because they're students doesn't mean that they cannot be viewed as colleagues. And when they're viewed as colleagues, adult learners tend to put in more of an effort. As I told you once before, the adult learners, they bring something to the table that cannot be overlooked. They bring life experience. Adult learners, they have life experience, and a lot of the things that they're learning, when they realize it's relative to the direction they're going into, and they realize that they're being viewed as a colleague, not just as a student, they tend to put in additional work. They tend to give additional insight. They give another perspective. They don't just sit back passively and listen, but they begin to get more involved, even aggressive in the learning process. And this is a key that we cannot overlook. This is a key that clearly has to be understood, because this is the thing that is going to give you the best result as an adult learner. They thrive with collaborative relationships. They understand that they're putting in one piece of the puzzle and you're putting in another piece of the puzzle. And please remember, as a mentor, that's the concept as well. Mentors facilitate learning, but mentors walk together with their proteges. They don't walk ahead of the proteges. The proteges don't walk ahead of them, but they walk together with the proteges. And we're conscious of this and the other 5 principles that we've been teaching. Your adult learning session, your mentoring sessions, you being a learning facilitator will be extremely successful. I know it looks like some of the principles that Dr. Knowles teaches that they're very similar. They're similar, but they have to be looked at distinctively. Look at each one by one. Look at each one of us separately and master them. And as you master them, you're going to see some of the greatest success that you could see as an adult learner. Well, we've completed all 6 of our adult learning principles. Take the worksheet that you have. Please go over it, make sure you're comfortable with it, and you're going to see success beyond what you could imagine. All right, well, this is Eugene Taylor with Conyers Hope Mentoring. Hope, helping other people excel, HOPE. See you later until we come back with our next training module.